Hi friends, thank you for joining. My name is Anna and welcome to this channel Make That Change. And today we're gonna talk about 5 habits that I acquired after moving to a new country. So 2 years ago I made a big change in my life and I moved across half of the world to Canada. I was alone, so it was scary, it was thrilling, it was exciting, and it was liberating to go through the whole journey by myself. I think Canada is a wonderful country and it brings out the best in people. Now, of course, this is my personal opinion, and perfect place doesn't exist because we all have our own priorities and likes, but I do love living in Canada. So a few weeks ago I had my 2 years anniversary with Canada, and I thought I should probably make a video about it and share my own experience and how these 2 years changed me. But then I decided it's not gonna be too useful to you, my dear viewers, because once again, we're all different, we have different likes and priorities in lives. So instead, I decided to share 5 habits that I acquired while living in Canada, and I think it can be very informative for those of you who are planning to move here too, because you might expect those habits to rub off on you too. And it can also be useful to those of you who are already in Canada, whether you've just moved here or you've been here for a while, because I believe some of these habits can improve your life significantly. So why don't you sit comfortably, pour yourself something to drink, and let's get started. So the first habit that I'd like to share with you can be obvious to some, yet unknown to others. I'm talking about sorting trash and recycling. I really hope that one day every country in the world can adopt this practice. Unfortunately, where I'm from, recycling is just theory. In Canada, we sort trash into 3 categories: general garbage, recycling, and organics. Now, to be completely honest with you, I was bad at sorting trash in the beginning, simply because I wasn't used to it and I couldn't remember what goes where. Not every type of plastic, glass, or metal goes into recycling. And if you want to learn more about this, I'll leave the link to it below, or I can make another video for you, just drop a comment. But now I'm definitely getting better at this. And I think the breaking moment for me was when I threw food wrap into recycling. And Anastasia saw me doing this, so she came up to me and asked, "Do you care about turtles in the sea?" And I said, "Yeah, of course." And she said, "Then learn what goes into recycling and start sorting trash correctly." I felt so horrible, because I love animals and I love nature, so now I'm definitely taking it seriously. So to sum it up, sorting trash became my habit. And I really hope that regardless of where you are right now, it can be your habit too. You just might need to figure out the logistics of it in your particular country or your city. And please remember, we only have one planet Earth and it's our responsibility to take care of it. Moving on to my next habit, I definitely started smiling more, and now I'm used to small talk. You probably heard that smiling can help us recover from stress, and it reduces our heart rate. And actually, even fake smile can still boost your mood. As a result, I feel cheerful more than ever before. And as for small talk, we recently made a video about it, and about rules of interaction between people in North America, so you should definitely check it out. Basically, small talk is fundamental to building relationships in Canada, and whether you like it or not, you're gonna have to get used to small talk and light conversations with people. And I should say it's nice. It makes you feel like you're a part of something bigger, you're a part of the society you live in. My first year after moving to Canada was hard. I felt lonely most of the time. So it was so nice when colleagues at work would come up to me with a simple question like, "How are you today?" or "What are your plans for the weekend?" Back then I realized that small talk is a great way to check up on people around you. You can just come up to people and ask them, "How are you?" See what's troubling them, see if they need any support, and just a simple gesture like this can go a long way. I believe it's a wonderful way to have a mentally healthy society where people stay and feel connected. And I think I should add one more point here. It's very important to be considerate in a multicultural society. We all have different backgrounds, beliefs, religion, customs, and so on. So being considerate and polite is an integral part of life in Canada. Some people celebrate holidays that you don't. Some people don't eat food that you do. Some people have customs and traditions you've never heard of. So even though I've always thought of myself as a polite person, when I moved here, being considerate, tolerant, and polite took a whole new level. And once again, it's one of those habits that's nice to have regardless of where you're from. Okay, next one will be about money. So when you move to a new country, you are forced to learn about its rules, legislation, financial management, and taxing system. So my new habit is to continuously educate myself on how these systems work. In Canada, we do our own taxes every year. Of course, you can hire a professional to do that for you if your situation is complex, but in my case, I had to learn how to do it on my own, which led me to learning more about taxing system and personal financial management. And recently, I started investing. It's a whole new territory for me, and it's a great habit to practice, building my own financial and investment plan and following it. There is so much to learn and it's fascinating. Next one is one of my favorites. Even though we're still in pandemic situation these days, I can definitely say that I started traveling more. Recently, I've been mostly traveling within Canada, of course. And the thing is that traveling in Canada is so easy. Roads are great, flights are pretty frequent in any destination, and there are so many beautiful nationally preserved parks and places for camping. Yes, traveling in Canada can be expensive, because it's the second biggest country in the world, and flights and trains are not cheap. So many Canadians prefer to travel to all-inclusive destinations in Latin America instead. During my first 2 years in Canada, I was fortunate to travel across southern Ontario, as well as Alberta and Newfoundland. I met remarkable people, and I acquired unforgettable memories. My view of the world expanded significantly, and it's such a fascinating feeling. So now, why do I call traveling a habit of mine? It's because now I constantly have this urge to travel more and more every month. Even if it's just one of the provincial parks 30 minutes away. I constantly feel this desire and freedom to go and explore new places more and more often. And lastly, I started growing more plants. I grew up in a house with a pretty big garden, and I remember we used to have vegetables, greens, berries growing there. But then we moved to an apartment, and for a long time I felt fed up with gardening and I wasn't interested in it at all. Now, being grown up and more mature, I finally understand how nice it is to have fresh vegetables and greens at your fingerprints. So I'm spending more time taking care after plants and flowers, and I'm trying to grow avocado tree, mint and other greens, and bonsai tree, by the way. Sometimes I joke that it's a hobby for older people, but we all know it's not true. I do enjoy seeing more plants and flowers in the house. I like seeing the result of attention and care I'm putting into my hobby. So yeah, I would say that taking care after plants and greens is one of the habits of mine. And that's it, guys. I want to say thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting this channel by clicking the like button below and subscribing to our channel. I do wish all of you to be able to travel more, smile more, meet new people, educate yourself on many useful topics, and apply this knowledge to make your lives better. And I do wish this channel to be a useful source of information for you. And thank you once again. Thank you for watching. Take care and bye, friends.